All right, today we're diving into a really fascinating educational model called Ecopoly. The whole idea is to completely shake up the college experience by tying what you learn directly to real-world skills, actual income, and making a positive impact on the environment. So how on earth does it work? Let's get into it.
I mean, just think about it for a second. What if your time in college wasn't just about sitting in lectures and cramming for exams? What if it was a system actually designed to give you practical job skills, a way to earn money while you're still learning, and a real mission to make a difference? That's the big question Ecopoly sets out to answer.
So, what does this new kind of learning actually look like in practice? Let's break down the Ecopoly model right from the beginning.
At its core, Ecopoly is a whole ecosystem. It's not just a single program. It's this interconnected system that weaves together sustainability projects, crucial job skills training, leadership development, and a super clear path to earning an income, all before you even graduate.
And they've actually gamified the whole thing. The journey is framed as a progression, so students start out as an eco-explorer and then work their way up through the ranks to become an eco-general. This approach makes the whole process way more engaging and gives you clear goals to shoot for.
Okay, so how does the cycle actually get started? How does a student jump in and start moving through the system?
The entire process is broken down into these 10 really clear steps. It flows logically from learning to doing to earning. It starts super simple. You just register and learn the basics. Then you jump into action. You're doing eco tasks, posting proof of your work, and keeping a diary. From there, it gets more advanced. You qualify for audits, conduct them, create reports, and finally, you're earning an income and progressing up that ladder.
So what kind of eco tasks are we talking about here? Well, everything falls into these 5 core pillars. It could be anything from saving water by fixing a leaky faucet, reducing waste by composting, planting trees in the community, or cutting energy use with efficient light bulbs. Every single action is tied back to one of these fundamental areas.
All right, so how do students actually move up from an explorer to a general? Well, it's all about earning their stripes through consistent action and learning.
The whole program runs on this special currency called green credits, or GC. And as you can see, every single part of the cycle is rewarded. You earn GC for learning new stuff, for actually doing the eco tasks, for posting proof that you did it, and even from mentoring other students. The more you put in, the more you get back.
And that brings us to the first major milestone, getting to 1,000 green credits. That is the key. That's the magic number a student needs to hit to get their first promotion and unlock the next level of the whole Ecopoly journey.
But it's not just about eco-actions, which is super important. A huge part of the program is getting you ready for a career. Students complete modules on everything from writing a resume and working in a team to nailing an interview and public speaking. And yeah, you earn green credits for mastering these professional skills too.
Now, as students progress, they don't just stay participants. This is where they transform into qualified experts who can actually validate the work of other people.
Okay, this slide highlights a really critical difference we need to get straight. The Ecopoly activity diary, think of that as your personal log. It's where you track your own learning and tasks. But the Carbon Digital Diary is something totally different. That's the professional carbon audit report you'll eventually create for actual clients. One is for you, the other is a professional product. So this Carbon Digital Diary is the big deliverable. It's a formal document that breaks down a family's or a business's carbon footprint and gives them real, actionable steps for how to improve. And this is key. Only trained student auditors are qualified to create one.
And they don't just throw you into the deep end. The program is designed to build your confidence step by step. You don't start by auditing some huge corporation. You start with your own home, maybe your relatives, your neighbors. Once you've got that down, you move on to auditing local micro-enterprises, small shops, salons, and offices.
So all of this training and all this experience, it leads to the most powerful part of the whole program, creating real-world impact and earning a real income.
Get this. For every single carbon audit a student completes for a paying client, they earn a 25% share of the billing amount. This isn't some hypothetical reward. It's a direct income stream you build through the skills you've learned in the program. And when the families or businesses they audit actually buy some of the eco-supplies that were recommended, things like saplings, compost kits, whatever, the student auditor earns a share from that sale. That creates a potential for ongoing passive income. So as you keep racking up those green credits, you climb the ranks. You go from an enthusiast to a trainer to a leader and all the way up to general. Each new level represents a deeper level of expertise, more responsibility, and true leadership inside the Ecopoly ecosystem.
And progressing isn't just about getting a new title. Moving up that ladder directly unlocks the ability to do more complex audits, earn a higher income, and take on leadership roles like training and mentoring the newer students coming in.
So that brings us to the final question, right? A system that bakes skills, income, and a sense of purpose directly into the college curriculum. It's a really ambitious model that turns students from being passive learners into active earners and leaders. You have to wonder, could this be a glimpse into the future of education? It definitely gives us a lot to think about.